2 of my NFTs were stolen from my wallet last year, and I still don't know who the actual person who stole it, like what their name is, what address, where they live. I still don't know, and I have law firms on this.
It's the applications that you're going to use. Do they need to KYC you? Because if you go into an application that requires a KYC, requires you to input your information and link your name to that wallet, then that's the first point of you being identified.
But what you have to remember is crypto never existed on your computer. It exists on the blockchain. It's just verifiable code. Closing words and then Q&A?
Yeah? Okay, all right, fine.
All right, first hand up.
I just had a question about privacy and blockchain. I think because it leaves a trail that can be traced back, some people might feel like, I think especially if it's integrated into personal spending, people might feel like they're being exposed and that kind of idea.
So when you have a bank account, it says your name. When you send money to somebody, you have to put their name in, their legal name. The equivalent of a wallet address, which is basically a sort code and account number, is anonymous. So it's not like linked to a certain person. It's just whoever created that wallet, whoever owns the private keys is the person that can be the recipient of those funds. So yeah, that'd be one of my answers with regards to privacy.
Okay, so I'll add to this. So for me, I love blockchain because I'm a database architect. So I love it from a data perspective. And with privacy, that's why you have different protocols, different blockchains, so to speak. And each chain will offer something different. So some might be more focused on the privacy side of things, whilst others are not. And I think the privacy, like Ninja said about with the wallets being anonymous, I think depending on the application you're using will determine the level of privacy that you'll experience. The good thing about these wallets are you can set up as many wallets as you want. So depending on what type of activity you're doing, you might have 10, 20 different wallets that do not connect all of your activities together. That's what I'd say there. And it depends, like I said, it depends on what the application is going to be and how the application collects that data.
So my answer to that question, generally speaking, it's each wallet will just have an address. It doesn't have your name, okay? And so if you're spending using that wallet, then no one can really know it's you unless you've told them it's you. So yes, the information, the data is trackable and traceable, but not necessarily the owner of that wallet, unless you've revealed it in some way or another. And so this is why some people like to use crypto in order to hide what they're doing, so to speak. So that's one way of answering it. And just to give an example, 2 of my NFTs were stolen from my wallet last year, and I still don't know who the actual person who stole it, like what their name is, what address, where they live. I still don't know. And I have law firms on this, So it's not that easy to track who the owner of a wallet is.
It's the applications that you're going to use. Do they need to KYC you? Because if you go into an application that requires a KYC, requires you to input your information and link your name to that wallet, then that's the first point of you being identified. But if you're using applications that don't require, so for instance, Ninja said earlier on about Binance, Coinbase, things like that, they require you to identify and verify who you are. From that point, if you send anything from there to another wallet, it's going to say, well, this person sent it to this wallet. We don't know who that wallet belongs to, but we know that this person sent funds to that wallet. So depending on the applications you're going to use is going to determine the actual level of privacy that you're going to experience.
And KYC stands for Know Your Customer, just for those who don't. So we'll just take one more question because we have to wrap up. So the gentleman there.
Yeah, sorry, I was wondering, how secure are ledgers, cold wallets, and would you advise people to get cold wallets?
Well, nothing is ever fully secure. I mean, Ledger, for example, is a cold wallet, and they had some issues. But even so, if you're looking for security, cold wallets, and a cold wallet ultimately looks like a USB. You hold all your transactions and your assets on that, and then you take it off the internet. So anything that's on the internet is basically called a hot wallet for those who are not in the know. So a cold wallet is better because, of course, once you have it on that cold wallet, it's not connected to the internet, and so there's less of a possibility of it being hacked. However, if you put it somewhere that you can no longer access, then it's very difficult to get your assets back unless, of course, you know what your codes are and you can buy another cold wallet and transfer it onto that cold wallet.
I'm going to give an unconventional answer with regards to security in crypto. Now, I totally respect what you said. I wish this was recorded, but the CTO of Blockchain Sensei is my father. He was the developer for a crypto called FTM. He's been in dev since 1986, so one of the best devs in the world. And there was a 1-hour conversation that happened recently. I so wish it was recorded between my father, who's the CTO of Blockchain Sensei, and Mr. Harding, who is the CEO of Blockchain Sensei, with regards to cold versus hot wallets. Now, this might sound crazy, but we keep everything on hot wallets and nothing on a cold storage. The reason why is because, first of all, I'm not discouraging anybody from getting a cold wallet, but I want somebody to understand technologically the misunderstanding that people have with cold wallets. The first misunderstanding that people have with cold wallets is that the crypto is inside the wallet. And the reason why people think this is very logical is because we come from an age of USB sticks, right? Where you have a PDF and you can cut the PDF from the computer, not copy, but cut, and paste it into your USB stick, and then it doesn't exist on the computer, but it exists on the USB stick. But what you have to remember is crypto never existed on your computer. It exists on the blockchain. It's just verifiable code, okay? I won't go too much into it, but right now, there's like 19.8 million Bitcoin, right? And there's 21 million Bitcoin ever in existence. The last Bitcoin will be mined around 2,140, right? So what happens is that Bitcoin miners, aka network participants, the blocks, right, the computers that are part of the system, what they do is that they solve equations and thus are rewarded with Bitcoin, right? But this Bitcoin and all crypto doesn't exist on devices. It exists on the blockchain. So I want everyone to understand that if you get a cold wallet, the crypto doesn't exist on the cold wallet. The crypto still exists on the blockchain, right? So that's a misunderstanding that people have. It's not a USB stick. My argument against cold wallets is you can lose the cold wallet, you can break the cold wallet, and what I would say with regards to privacy is this, as somebody who keeps 100% of everything on hot wallets, is split it up. So I have a rule. I do not keep more than 10% of my crypto net worth in one place. I do own a ledger, but amongst a conversation with somebody who's very technically literate, I just accept his answer and took it off the cold wallet and just put it in hot wallets. And we keep our seed phrases and private keys very safe.
All right, thank you everyone for listening.